So it looks like the battle of the baby mamas is officially underway because Chrisean Rock and Blueface's baby mama, Jaidyn Alexis, are going at it on Twitter. And as you can expect, the situation is messy. Jaidyn has been clowning Chrisean over her messy situation with Blueface, and as you can expect, Chrisean is not the one to back down, so she is sending a clear, strong message to Jaidyn to watch her mouth. So if you've been following Blueface's situation for a while, then you'll know that he and Jaidyn have been together for years now. He claims that they have been together since high school, which means they go back about 7 or 8 years. So Jaidyn is always trying to make sure that everyone knows that she came before Chrisean and all the other women that Blueface messes with. She's always trying to assert her dominance as the main girl and make sure that Chrisean stays in her place. As for Chrisean, she started messing with Blueface around about 2 to 3 years ago. Now, Blueface had been messing around with other women because he literally had a reality show for women to compete for his affection. But for some reason, Jaidyn has always had a major issue with Chrisean, and she even jumped Chrisean not long after Blueface started dating her.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You want to talk about that don't got nothing to do with her. You don't touch nobody's. If you had a production, you had a show, right? That's what you claim. So you don't touch nobody's. You don't touch nobody's dude. You don't do none of that, right? Try to let everybody know I'm not the bitch. I'm finna pull up.
And when Blueface and Chrisean officially started their relationship, Blueface didn't exactly dump Jaidyn because he was messing with both women at the same time, along with several other women, but for some reason, Jaidyn only ever took offense with Chrisean. They kept coming for each other over and over and over again. Now, before Blueface and Chrisean got together, he had a son with Jaidyn who is now 5 years old, but he also welcomed another child with her last year, a daughter named Journey. This messed Chrisean up so badly that she broke down over it. Turns out that Blueface had made her terminate 3 pregnancies, but went ahead to have another baby with Jaidyn. Not just that, but he was flaunting Jaidyn and the baby all over social media without caring how he was hurting Chrisean.
What hurt? Let me tell you what hurt. When you told me get rid of the babies and then have a baby with a bitch you're not even with.
Well, Chrisean eventually got pregnant for the 4th time, and this time she insisted that she was going to have the baby. Blueface tried to force her to get a 4th termination, but Chrisean refused to do that. Blueface then decided to humiliate her publicly by claiming that she had cheated on him and the baby wasn't his. He said, "To answer y'all questions, yes, me and Rock are officially done. It's strictly business. I tried it and clearly it wasn't given," before she announced. She's pregnant with somebody else's child, not mine. Rock has had encounters with 10 different men in the last year. Until I see a DNA test, then it's not mine. Well, DNA tests eventually proved that he was indeed the father.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus.
Let me hear the father. Babe, that's me, your father.
Is not excluded.
You the father.
Needless to say, he and Jaidyn did not like this, and they both started pressuring Chrisean to get a termination. Blueface tweeted, "Whoever the judge is on my child support case, I told this girl I don't want the baby. She still got time to get rid of it, and she forcing it on me, so you better make the price right. She trying to trap me." He even offered her $100,000 to get a termination, but that's not all. Jaidyn then jumped into the conversation to offer to do the procedure. She tweeted, "Give me the 100K, daddy. I'll do the procedure myself." To say something like that is just pure insanity. She also shamed Chrisean for being the reason Blueface didn't want the baby and compared it to her situation when she was pregnant with their daughter. She said, "Things were sweet when I was pregnant though. Y'all internet people should be ashamed of yourselves, honestly." She also had an interview where she was asked about how she felt about her feelings over Chrisean's pregnancy, and she said that she wanted to keep her situation separate from Chrisean's and didn't even want to talk about it.
I ain't even thought about it, but I'm probably more than certain he'll probably keep his 2 situations separate. Just for the better. And I mean, cross that bridge when we get there type.
Well, she wasn't kidding when she said that she didn't care about the situation, because she made that clear. When Chrisean went into labor and went live on Instagram to carry fans along, people immediately noticed that Blueface wasn't in the room with her. Well, turned out that he was in Miami partying it up with Jaidyn. Jaidyn got a lot of heat for this, and people called her out for being selfish and cruel to Chrisean. Jaidyn herself talked about how much she loved the fact that Blueface was there for her when she was pregnant and in labor, so people felt like she was robbing Chrisean of the chance to have the same thing. Not like Blueface would have been supportive, but y'all know what I mean. However, Chrisean revealed that she was the one who asked Blueface not to come to the hospital, saying, "I simply ain't invite him. I went to my city to have my child. None of you weird behind people finna come around my son. I'm all he got. I'ma do everything I can to protect him from hate and jealousy or anything. His name is Chrisean, and he will be loved and respected." But then Blueface made the situation messier when he threatened to take Chrisean's baby away from her and make Jaidyn raise him. This happened because Chrisean hit the gym a couple of days after giving birth, and Blueface didn't like this. He tweeted, "If she doesn't take my son seriously and make that her main focus and priority for at least 30 days, I will file for custody. You've been warned." Sad part about this is she doesn't know we care about the baby more than her at this point. She's so selfish, only worried about what she wants to do instead of what's best for the child. But then things took a wild turn when TMZ broke the news that Jaidyn and Blueface had gotten a visit from CPS because Blueface had tried to force his 5-year-old son to touch strippers even when the boy didn't want to.
Son, come here. There's booty cheeks out here. You in here looking for chips and Slim Jims and shit. You ain't gay, is you?
Well, the CPS visit put their fear of God in Blueface because he stopped shading Chrisean and started talking about how she was a good mother. He said, "I trust Chrisean with my son. That's it, nobody else. She's actually very nurturing and caring, good with kids, no doubt. Just a little impatient and the baby needs patience. Can't just get up and go no more. I'm being patient as hell. You don't think I want to get up and go right now? Timing not right." But Jaidyn clearly didn't learn her lesson because she has been continuously mocking and clowning Chrisean, saying, "Never once has my BD ever said he would try to take my kids. Why? Because he never thought that I was unable to raise them. So what does that say about this dumb broad?" And I recall when I was in the hospital with Journey, I told him since it might be a day or two before she comes because I was induced medically due to health, that if he wanted to go home and chill and I update him, he could. But he didn't. I appreciated him holding my leg. Thanks, baby daddy. It was a great birth. This was a direct dig at Chrisean and the fact that Blueface has been treating her badly. But we all know that Chrisean is not the type to sit back and let herself get clowned without doing anything in retaliation, so she sent some heavy words to Jaidyn. She threw massive shade saying, "Chrisean Jr. came out the womb a legend, respect it or get TF lost. Respectfully. The only thing my child deserves is love and respect and guidance. His mommy will never disrespect, neglect him. I know what it felt like having an absent dad or mom. It's one thing when people are loud or wrong, but when you choose to be both, it's something else." Shaking my head, I pray for my enemies for real, cause I'm gonna keep going up. Talk about a clapback. Chrisean is growing up right before our eyes, cause we know the old Chrisean would have flipped out on Jaidyn and pulled up on her. Fans left comments saying, "I want Chrisean to beat the F out of Jaidyn. Oh my gosh. Jaidyn Alexis mad at the wrong person. How are you mad at your man's baby mama when your man is the one still constantly in her business? Check him, not Chrisean. And not Jaidyn Alexis over there popping it. She need to STFU. Now she should know the only reason her and the kids are back in Blue's house is because he can't have full control over Chrisean anymore. Jaidyn at his house, but Rock and Chrisean Jr. are on his mind." Anyways, y'all, I would love to know your thoughts in this comment section below. And don't forget to check out this next video.